3, 2, go. Here we go.
Come on.
Oh, hit it.
Come on, Ange.
Angie.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Jason.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Alex.
Hey.
Good morning.
How's everybody?
Great.
Another good day. Blessed. We woke up.
Very blessed.
Yep.
A good mood. Hey, the weather's all right outside too, isn't it?
For this time of year, yes.
Like, what's going on?
I don't know.
It was freezing
I'm not gonna complain
cold
about
yesterday.
I'm not going to complain about it.
No, we don't complain. We don't complain about anything. We're blessed. We got too much good going on in our lives to complain about anything.
That's right. That's
Angie?
right.
Amen.
Yes,
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Pull up on that mic a little bit. You doing all right?
Doing great.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hey, I want to start by thanking everybody for the support that you guys have given us. The comments are so inspiring, weren't they?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes,
amazing.
It did. It was great.
Amazing.
We needed 50 subscribers. Nailed it that time. And we are already up to like almost 100. Like
Yeah.
that's awesome. Thank you guys so much. For real. It means a lot to us. We're really excited about this, and we hope you guys are too.
Yeah, this is a big
Right.
deal to all of us.
Yeah. Yeah. To be able to talk about it every day and live it and have the support of our community and people all across the country. It's gonna be great. We see big things.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's gonna go amazing.
Yeah.
So what's going on? How was everybody's Christmas?
Wonderful.
What'd you do?
Well, I eat way too much.
I don't think we all did. I
All
know I
did.
did that.
I eat way too much,
Way too
and
much.
I got to see my family. I had some family members that were sick, but at least I was home.
Prayers for them.
Yes,
They're doing good now, though.
yes.
Good.
Tell us about you being home. Like the past.
Well, I've been home the last 2 Christmases. Before that, I was locked up for 7 straight Christmases. So altogether, I've missed 12 years of Christmases with my family due to drug addiction.
No more of that, though.
Never.
I love it.
It's a thing of the past.
Yes.
You have an inspiring story, Angie. You really
you
do.
too.
No, well, the being away all those Christmases, now every Christmas that you're home,
It's
like
it's a blessing. Being home is such a blessing, and I owe it all to Jesus.
absolutely.
You appreciate it so much more too.
Yes.
After you've missed so many, the ones that you really do. You really, and it was kind of, I personally, I think it was still a little bit tough for real. It just Christmas just felt a little off. Maybe did it to you guys at all?
Well, I think it feels off now because before it was all about like what you could get, or and now it's like I'm so much more mature about it.
Okay.
That it's about giving and other people, and it's not about myself anymore. So I think Christmas is different on that grounds.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
I was sick over Christmas, so I didn't really get to do it.
Yeah, you were out of it.
Yeah. Gosh.
Made a 100% recovery though.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
Definitely.
So
Love
glad
it.
you're back.
Yeah.
We missed you.
Missed y'all.
Definitely did. Andrew, Christmas.
For me, Christmas is always a hard time. The 24th was my 4-year sobriety date. Yay.
Congratulations. That's
It's
my
always
one
a
button
big
push.
deal. However, Christmas is a hard day for me. I get kind of depressed every year. I still struggle with the mental side of things. I fight to not want to go out and use. And like I said, it's been 4 years and I still fight that. So when will I ever get past that urge? I really don't know. I don't have the answer to that. I turn to prayer and to my higher power, and I pray to God on a daily. And I have been able to fight that and get through it. But it's a daily fight, and every day I get through it. But Christmas is a hard one for me.
It's one day at a time, but once you hit
Absolutely.
that day, it's a hard day. It is a hard day. It's just like I said, even I think people that don't deal with recovery and sobriety, I think Christmas can be a little tough for them. But for me, it's something. It just felt off a little bit this year. I mean, mainly because I'm staying. My living situation isn't exactly where I want it to be at. no complaints though. I'm with my family and surrounded by them. It's great, but it's a lot easier for me to get in the Christmas spirit when I'm in my own home, decorating the tree. I mean, it's a lot easier when I can make it my own personal Christmas. You know, what I mean? I feel like I was kind of like Christmasing off of other people's Christmas this year.
Yeah.
You know, just a little.
But that's okay too. I mean, it's okay to be there. It's something to embrace because one day you're going to get into a place where you can look back and be like, wow, like I remember being there. Now I'm here.
Right.
You know, it's all of us are going to, we're a work in progress.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? We're on that potter's wheel and it's going to take time. And that's something that I have to remind myself on a daily. You know, we are going to get there. It's taking time.
It takes time.
You know,
One day at a time.
Exactly.
Enjoy it while you have your parents. Enjoy it while you're there.
Oh, absolutely.
So, because
100%.
after my mom and dad passed away, Christmas is totally different.
Right.
I mean, I get what he's saying though, because after being out for so many years on your own, and then having to go back home is one of the hardest things I've had to deal with.
Right.
It's just, I don't know, it's overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
It gets that way. Like I say, blessed though, man. Like I said, I had the people that I love around me.
Yes.
Had to move around a little bit. Had to go to a couple of different places. But you know, I mean, at the end of the day, everybody was happy. Everybody was healthy. We were good. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Definitely
very grateful.
blessed.
I'm very grateful to be there because without them, I wouldn't have nothing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Roof over our heads, food on the table. We could be in very, very worse situations. So we
Absolutely.
are blessed for sure.
I went out and rang the Salvation Army bell at Walmart.
Yeah, I seen that
Awesome.
picture. I was like, yes, that's awesome.
That's really what jump started my Christmas. Like put me in the spirit was being out there doing something for charity. That was great.
Yeah.
Saw a lot of people I hadn't seen in a while. And just ringing the bell. Like, you know what I mean?
Things it always gets better when you go to help people.
I
Isn't
feel-
it?
It takes
Quite
your
a-
mind off yourself, and it always helps.
It was
It
quite a
does.
few people from recovery court that rang the bell.
I think it was at least 6 of us.
Really?
6 of us did it. Yeah.
That's great.
It was great. I had a blast
Yeah, that's great.
ringing a single bell. Bing, 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 bing. I was having so much fun.
I enjoy doing the chicken giveaway with the guys on Tuesday evenings.
I like that
Mhm.
too.
That's fun
I love it.
to be able to go out on Tuesdays
Just to
and
see the smile on
Definitely.
people's faces that, you know what I mean?
that need that food. Yeah.
Shout out to Damon for doing that every
Yes.
week. man, 'cause
Shout
that-
out to you guys. That's a great ministry to be able to do.
That's a big deal. Like I said, what we do is we on Tuesdays we deliver chicken dinners to people who might be in need of a hot meal. And if you know anybody who needs that, get in touch with us.
Yeah.
We're always looking to add people to the list.
Yeah, we can hook you up.
Yeah.
Get you some chicken.
Yeah.
And it's good chicken too.
It is
Yeah.
good.
It
That
is.
is
That's
very
a
good.
that's
a
a
really good
Page
meal.
County, Virginia little thing that they're doing here. So if you're out in Kentucky or somewhere, we won't be able to really send the chicken out that way, but we can certainly pray for you guys out that way.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. So
What else? Let's see. I mean, what obviously New Year's is coming up.
ha ha ha! New Year's 2025.
I was thinking about this, dude.
That is crazy.
A quarter of the century is gone. Like I remember when it was everybody was saying party like it's 1999.
I remember I remember when it was turning 2000 and 2000
Yeah.
because we were all freaking out.
Yeah,
there
Like,
was-
oh my gosh, it's going to be
Everything
2000.
was supposed to stop at 2000.
Yeah.
we're 25 years from that now. That was
Crazy.
25 years ago.
Oh my
Getting
god.
old.
And the years just keep flying by, flying by.
It just seems like the
Crazy.
older you get,
You
the
blink and
faster
it's
they
gone.
Absolutely.
go.
I mean, I
Yeah.
remember when I was like 13 and people telling me that it was going to fly by, but I was like, whatever.
Yeah,
but
right.
now it's like,
It
You
seemed
know-
like it took me 50 years to get to 18, and then when I got 18, it took me 5 to get to where I'm at now.
I remember my mother and them when I was in school. She used
Facts.
to tell me, she said, son, this is the best years of your life.
mm-hmm.
And to look back now, she was right.
Yeah, and you
So
can.
stubborn and hard headed back then, man.
And I've got a 16-year-old now, my son Caden, and I try to tell him the same thing. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
you
Enjoy
don't even
it.
realize. And he's
Embrace.
doing the same thing I did. Like, yeah, all right, Dad, yeah. Back to my game. Back to my game. It's
In
just-
one
it-
year, not the other.
it is so frustrating. Like I can only imagine how frustrated my parents were trying to tell me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
you just don't. You know, it doesn't even. I guess it's just something everybody goes through. You know what I mean?
So what's
You-
everybody's plans for New Year's? How are you going to get through the new year?
Well, what
well,
about it, Angie?
myself, I plan on being asleep in the bed by then. I'm not even going to watch the ball drop because it's not that big a deal to me anymore.
Nah.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm happy with myself, and I'm not out there trying to do anything. Right now I'm worried about taking care of me and resting, and coming into the new year I'm going to be sober and safe and rested up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Same here.
I'm the same way. I barely can stay up past 8:30 these days. And I'm okay with that. So
Yeah,
I
me
go
too.
to bed. I wake up at 4 a.m. I have my coffee and my oatmeal or protein yogurt, and to the gym I go, and spend time with Jean and see my girls, and that's my life. I've got a grandbaby on the way.
You got a grandbaby on the
Congratulations.
way.
Got a grandbaby on the way.
It's nothing better than the baby.
I know, and I can't wait. So I mean,
How awesome to be a New Year's baby.
wouldn't it be? Wouldn't it be? Wow.
I thought we were going to have a
That's cool.
Christmas baby, but I was wrong.
Yeah.
Well, she's definitely down there bouncing on the ball and trying to do everything she can. The poor thing's trying so hard. But she's going to come when she's ready, you know.
That's one
and-
thing that's up to God, and she'll get here when He's ready.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's a little girl, so they say. She's a little girl, and I know when I seen her face on that little sonogram, she looks just like me. I told you, she's got the roundest little head and the little nose, and I told my daughter, I said, she looks just like me, and my daughter, she just looks at me like, whatever. Well, she does.
If you ask me, they all look like you.
They do.
Yes, your girls look like you.
Really,
They definitely do.
yeah.
So yeah, that's my plans. What about you?
Okay, so I've got a 10 o'clock curfew with recovery court, which I'm not upset about.
No.
But I'm pretty sure New Year's is on Tuesday, and it is free indeed still, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Free
Yeah.
indeed. They've got it's a recovery meeting here locally, and they're gonna have a meeting that night. So I know up until at least 9:30, I'll probably be there. If anybody wants to come out,
Well, it's
come on
from
out.
6:30 to 8.
I think he said. I'm pretty sure it's gonna run later, just because it's New Year's.
Cool.
I might be wrong.
Cool.
I might be 110% wrong, but I
Cool.
think it's gonna, because I know at the last meeting we were at, he said, if you're gonna be anywhere on New Year's, this is probably where you want to be. And I
Absolutely.
Yes.
100% agree with that.
Yeah.
No better place to be. It's a great place. Like
Definitely.
I remember the first time I went to
It's been a
Free Indeed,
saving grace for me.
I was so nervous.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I didn't know anybody there,
Mm-hmm.
but the most welcoming place I've been in a long time.
Mhm.
They with open arms. Come on in, get you a plate of food.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was great. Like, I was so nervous, and it was just like as soon as I walked through the door, it all went away.
Yeah.
And it's a really great place for people in recovery, people struggling. If you need somebody to talk to, anything like that, like it's a great place to go.
Anything you're going through in life.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, you don't have to only be in recovery for Free Indeed. You can just come to get you a plate of food for social hour, to talk about people who are just simply struggling in life. It is a beautiful thing that the county has. The people who created it are beautiful people. Shout out to Travis Utley and Katie Comer. I think it's wonderful that they started this, and it's still going here in the county
I love
And
it.
growing.
and growing. Yeah.
Steadily growing.
Yeah.
So,
And shout out to Dwayne Painter, who's keeping it going, and the people up there at that church that's still
He's
keeping
great.
it.
He's
Oh
great.
yeah, they're great, great people, good
Great.
people. Yeah,
Absolutely. When he told me they were going to the schools, just praying for the kids, like that is amazing. I
Yeah.
love that.
yeah,
Like, that's so cool.
our schools definitely need it.
yeah.
I think they definitely do. Once you take God out of things, I feel like it never fares well. But that's my
No.
opinion. I don't know.
yeah.
But that's my New Year's. What about any? I mean, we've already given up a lot, being in recovery. But are you guys gonna do anything special
No,
for the
me
new
myself,
2025?
I'm staying home. You know?
But I'm saying, as far as maybe quitting smoking.
New Year's resolution.
New year, new you.
Is it resolution or revolution?
Resolution.
Resolution?
Resolution. Okay.
It could be a revolution.
I don't know.
Yes, it could be.
A recovery revolution. I'm down.
I'm hoping to be more healthier.
Okay.
That's one of my goals for the new year. To be a little more healthier, watch what I eat. I don't know, maybe exercise.
So-
hey.
I love
Get
it.
it, girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here's my view on that. Because I feel like people, they do these New Year's resolutions and they set their goals super, super high. they're like, I'm going to go to the gym every day. I'm going to work
No.
out for 2 hours a day every day. And
Yeah.
and
Set
you know what I
them
mean?
small.
It lasts 2 or 3 weeks, maybe not even that
Right.
long.
Yeah.
I say set it,
Set
you
it
know,
small.
yeah,
Something
set it.
definitely attainable. You know what I
Right.
mean? Don't exert yourself over something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe 2 days a week starting out, 3 days a week, something like that. And
Even
I'm
if
just
you
a
go,
half an
to-
hour.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm trying to get better habits.
Mm-hmm.
Is my goal. Maybe I should have made it more clear. Better habits like eating better, maybe trying to get more water into me.
Mm-hmm.
And some maybe walks, some walks, but nothing. I mean, I'm working on my habits right now.
okay.
Is what I need.
And
to
that's a big
change.
deal.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. It's a life-changing thing, you know?
My
Yeah.
biggest stronghold is the cigarettes. I have
It's
tried.
a tough one though.
I have tried, and it's tough.
I mean, I'm still on the vape. You know what I mean? I did quit cigarettes, but like I said, I just picked up a vape. But it's tough for me. It's just a habit, and like I said, it's like you say, if you're gonna go for it, I say set small goals. If you're smoking a pack, say, you know what, let me go down to 15 cigarettes a day. If I can do that, and then you know what I mean, it just slowly progress. Like I
Yeah.
said, don't set your goal huge. That way, 2 weeks in, it's when it's feeling hard, you're like, screw this. I'm not
Right,
doing it. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Make it
Mhm.
small. Things that you can achieve. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I think that's where we all mess up is we want to go big and we want to do things just out of the way. And we go too big for things.
Yep.
And just start small. Do it.
Start small,
Yeah.
and one day at a time.
I mean, if
love
you
that. can
smoke
say
a
that.
pack of cigarettes today, smoke 19, and tomorrow smoke 18.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yep.
And another thing for me this year, I want to complete the GED program. I
Yes.
definitely want
Yes.
to
That's
get that behind
huge.
me.
Dude, that'd be a huge
They start a
milestone.
new semester in January, so
Yeah, that's a huge accomplishment. And there's no reason why you got this. You got
Yeah.
this.
Absolutely.
You
Oh,
got
I hope
this.
so.
Yes.
You got it.
You got this.
You're a lot smarter than you give yourself credit for. Like I
Yeah.
said, I've seen it.
well, thank you, God.
Yeah. Well, for me, I am a big go hard, go home type of person. I've always been that way. I don't know why. It's all the way in or all the way out. And I
Cool.
just can't do no in between. I'm just like that. So I want to go back for my master's degree 2025. I want to land a job either with Northwestern or with the reentry program locally here in Page County. But of course, we fight stigma. And it's
Definitely.
unfortunate.
100%.
For my case, it's unfortunate. I mean, we don't have a lot of people that work in these programs that are actually in recovery. I mean, do we? I don't know. Maybe if we do, call, what's your phone number?
540-335-9636.
And we will clarify that on our Wednesday's meeting. If anybody is actually in recovery that works with those programs here in Page County, we'll clarify that on Wednesday's shooting or shot, whatever you want to call it.
Show.
Man.
Joe.
we do have a peer that
A peer.
sits
Yes.
with us.
But is it like an actual person that gets a check from Page County?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. So we'll clarify
I think she
that.
gets through Northwestern, maybe.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. So I mean, I fight that, and it sucks on my part because like I feel like I get shot down on that part, and it's not fair. So
But for me, I get more out of somebody that's actually lived it than I do
Yes.
somebody that's just read the book.
Oh, sure.
That's
You know
how
what
I
I mean?
was. Yes.
yeah.
If somebody tried to tell me something, if they knew what addiction was, you know what, you got my ear. But if you don't know what it is, don't talk to me about it.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I'm going to take some strengthened peer classes maybe,
yeah.
and try
Yeah.
to get in peer support too.
Yeah. So I'm hoping and praying that if it's meant for me to do that, that I'll land something here so that I can get my hours through my master's here locally and be able to work here locally with that. And that's my goal for 2025. And hopefully we can work on the stigma here in the county. And just like, for example, we got 2 people who are getting ready to graduate in January. These people that are getting ready to graduate, if they graduate Recovery Court, by the way, if they want to proceed and go forward in helping our community in recovery, I feel like personally, we should have an option for them to go forward
Definitely.
with helping. We have such a drug problem here in the community that anyone who is in recovery, truly in recovery, and wants to get a job here in the county to help others, why would we not want to open that up for people?
Absolutely.
You know, we have such a bad problem. We have it's a problem like unbelievable. So, to me personally, that's what I'm wanting to work on here in the county is like let's again lift that blanket up of denial to everyone else around us, and let's look under and let's say, all right, here's the problem. Now let's fix it. And the only way we're going to fix it is all of us rising up, the ones who are actually in recovery.
Yep.
And saying, all right, we're here now. We're in recovery. We're ready to help the others. The ones who don't want to, or want to put the stigma on us or want to put us down, step aside, go kick rocks. We're here. We're ready to change. Definitely. We're ready to make the change.
Yep.
Yes.
And if anything, we are the ones that will be able to do that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. We can make the change. We're already making the change. I mean, look at the county.
Any resource we can make available, like any resource, it should be, welcome with open arms. It shouldn't be stigmatized or anything like that. Like any resource, because they're
unfortunately though that's the way it is.
It's the case, but we can change it.
We're gonna change
definitely.
that. We can't settle for that's the way it is.
Yeah, it's just gonna take time.
It's definitely gonna take time, but like I say, that's where I'm.
That's where I'm at though.
No man left behind. You know what I mean? I hate turning around, seeing my friends still, struggling and going through things, and I'm just, I know that there's a better life out there for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I said, and it's hard to, because like I said, I didn't even realize when I came into recovery court, I was still skeptical, not committed. Like I was just, gonna sail through, do the very minimum, and like I said, and since I've been in the program, like I'm 100% devoted now.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I want to do. This podcast, things like this is.
Yeah.
It's been a blessing.
It's amazing.
I mean, I never knew life could be this good. If you would have looked at me 5 years ago and said life can be this good and give me some shots of what life is now, I would have laughed. Like I never thought life could be this good. So just like you just said, no man left behind, no woman left behind. Like I'm now turning around and like, I want to help so many get up out of there because I know that life can be just this good for them too.
Yep.
And the Lord above got us here. I know He can do for them what He's done for me.
Absolutely.
I give God 100% of the credit where I'm at because, when I got out of prison and I didn't have a license and I had a list a mile long things I had to do to get my license back. And within 6 months I was out. I just kept going to church and I kept praying and I got a job with Andrea. And within 6 months, I had a car and my driver's license. And I see things with Jesus. I see things getting better. I see, me coming up. And once you've been down and beat down in that hole for so long, you need to know you can rise above it and you can come up. Mm-hmm. And I definitely could not have done one thing without Jesus.
That's right.
That's beautiful.
That's right.
Yeah.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There we go.
I love it.
Beautiful.
Another tonight at I'm pretty sure it's 6 o'clock. Celebrate recovery
in Luray, Virginia.
Ditto.
Yes.
Main Street Baptist Church.
6:30, right?
6:30 to
6:30.
So we got Celebrate Recovery Monday. That's tonight, 6:30. That's on every Monday evening at 6:30 Main Street Baptist. And who's the one that runs that?
Tim Scott.
Tim Scott. Yeah, he did
Great
a shout
guy.
out for us too.
Great
He's
guy.
awesome.
Tim. Yeah, he is.
Yeah. So Tim Scott, thank you for starting that and doing that here in the county. I went there when I was in my internship. What was it? 2 years ago? 1 year ago?
I've been a few times.
Yeah, and it's pretty good.
They're
it is actually really good.
They're very welcoming. There no judgment. You know what I mean? It's an amazing group.
Yeah,
It really is.
yeah. I really enjoyed it. So I need to start getting back out there more in the public with or more with these public meetings too. And again, Free Indeed is on our list to mention. That is on Tuesday nights at 6:30 on Newport Road. And then we have 23 West Main. They are at noon every day. That's in Luray. I am mentioning the noon meeting because I personally have went to that meeting during my internship before. I love that meeting. The guys and gals there are a great group of people. They focus straight in on the 12-step program, and they work it, and I love it. I love it. I recommend it to anyone who is either getting ready to embark into recovery or has already been into recovery. It is, or if you just want to learn how to live right. I mean, for real. The 12-step is for anyone.
I need to check that one out. That's one I haven't been to yet.
You've got I highly recommend it to anyone. It's at noon, 23 West Main.
I think they do a later meeting too, though.
I think they do. I need to get I used to have it. I need to get the little program thing so that we can go over each meeting. In the future, we have the female home here in Stanley that's been operating. That's been doing very well. We have one of the gals here who is getting ready to take off to do the 30-day program. And when she comes back, she is going to be in charge of running a daily program or a daily meeting here at the Stanley home. It's going to be co-ed. It's going to be for men and women, and it's going to be daily. So
that's Valley Rise Above, right?
That's at Valley's Rise Above. So that's more to come on that, and that'll be a daily thing here for us. And we'll try to focus on that more in the evening times. Of course, we will not have that on Monday and Tuesday evenings because we do not want to step on toes with Celebrate and Free Indeed. So, yay! Upcoming great events.
Don't we have a new addition to Valley Rise Above coming soon?
Well, tell me more.
Isn't there someone coming?
We have three. We have one lady who's getting ready to come in. Of course, we can't come out with names, but we do. We have ladies coming in and out. It's like the ocean waves. You know what I mean? They come in, they go out. They come in, they go out. It's a beautiful thing, you know.
It is. It's a great resource.
It is. It really is. So, and we have men that come to the carport and they go out. They come to the carport and they go out. You know, they want the help, and I got to send them somewhere else. Yeah. We need a men's home again. Page County we need a men's home. And I know the Lord is going to work it out. It's going to come within time where we will have a place where we can open up some beds for some men. Because some of the guys that get released, they really want it too. And it's unfortunate that they have to go back to where they came from, and the cycle keeps going because they don't have a place to go that is a place where no drugs are at. And I can't bring them here because we have women here that are housed here. We have one that's getting ready to be here in about 10 days. We have one that's getting ready to go out. Yeah. And then the one that's going out is coming back, and she'll be here. Then we got another one that's going to be coming in here in about 30 days. So yeah, it's an in and out flow of females here, and we don't want to bring the male in to mix with the females. So lesson learned on my part too. You know, it's just not good. Never healthy. So we've learned it. We've lived and learned it's not a good thing. We need to keep us separated as far as living goes. So yeah, if there's anyone out there, that's a great thing to mention too. If there's anyone out there who has a home with an empty bedroom who would like to donate a bed to a male, reach out to us, and we can do the shakedowns and the drug test. And
I had enough practice.
Mm-hmm. Make sure they're living right. Make sure they're living right. And it would be good to the community to give these guys a good start to life.
That's the hardest part, man. Like I said, and you see it so often. People getting out and they just have nowhere to go.
And turn right back to where they was.
Yeah, they go right back to what they knew.
It's a way of life, and it's
a cycle
over and over and over. It's doing the same thing over and over and over.
Yep.
It's just
if Gene didn't give me the opportunity here and believe in me, and that's the older man that I live with here on, and I'll tell y'all my story on another episode.
That's a good one. That's good. It's
coming.
Yeah,
it's coming.
I'm sure we'll all
go over our story and our testimonies. But if he didn't give me the chance when nobody else believed in me, he did. I don't know where I'd be at right now. I really don't. That's the truth, because I was just at such a rock bottom place in life, and nobody believed in me. Nobody wanted me around. You know, even some people was just calling 911 when they see me. Like I was, you know, like we were, a lot of us, someone out there right now is just 911 just because they might be on drugs and, you know, whatever. All right. I know we're not in the right state of mind at that time, but sometimes a little bit of love to somebody
Goes a long, long
can
ways.
go a long ways when
A
you're
long
in that
ways.
state of mind. Sometimes that grabbing that hand and just looking at them and telling them, "Hey, I'm here for you,"
Yeah.
can go a long ways than the 911. What's your emergency? I got somebody here who they on dope. Get them up out of here. You know, stop. Just stop.
Yeah. With me coming out and doing a different thing this time,
Water.
with me coming out and doing a different thing this time helped me also. You know, so I have a great family, and I live with an aunt that she's awesome, and so I think Jesus, he knows exactly where I'm at and where I'm supposed to be, and he lines things up for me,
Yeah,
and I'm a firm believer in that.
he has for all of us this
Yeah.
round. I
He knows
think.
what we all need.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it takes that. You sometimes, like I said, you can't get out to nothing. You can't get out to the exact same thing and expect somebody to change. You know what I mean? Like you got to offer that there needs to be a resource, and that's where we're getting at with the men's home. There needs to be some type of sober living, something like I said to make something for these guys to get out to that's different than what they've been doing before. Because you go back to the same things, it's going to be the same results every time.
Everybody don't have family.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
everybody don't have family, or they don't have family that supports them.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay? They might have family, but they don't have family that supports them.
Yep.
But I have a very loving, forgiving family, you know, and I thank God for them each and every day.
Me
Bless
too.
But a lot of people don't. So, you know, in that case, we need to be other people's families. You know, we need to get out there and help people.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And another thing is, when you do get out and you get into that home and you have that opportunity, you cannot lay around and feel sorry for yourself, be feel like the victim, and feel weak. You have got to be strong. You are not weak. None of us are weak. Stop acting like you're weak. Get yourself together. You got the opportunity to pull it together. I remember when I got here to Jeans, everyone was putting me down. Why are you back in Page County? You don't need to be here. You're going to be da-da-da-da. You're using that man. You're this and that. And deep down, I was like, well, maybe I am, whatever. You know, but I went right over to that chicken plant in New Market, and I applied, and I'd be daggone if they didn't hire me the same day. I thought,
I have a saying, you cannot be pitiful and powerful. You have to pick one or the
Exactly.
other.
and when they hired me the same day, I thought, well, I won't pass the drug test anyway. I told myself, you know, they didn't even drug test me. Deed. Didn't
Because
even drug test
that
me.
was meant for you to have that.
Yeah, I had to
you
work
know?
there. I had to work there, and it wasn't no going back. I just, and that's when sobriety really started in my life, of just going to work every day, going to work.
And that helps. That helps get your feet on the ground. Something, you know, somebody's looking for some kind of lifeline, anything, you know, something, a job, a steady place to stay, you know, somebody that cares about them to reach out, anything, you know, just one little thing can change a person's life totally.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
A little bit of compassion goes a long
Yes.
way.
Exactly.
It
Goes
does.
a long way.
It does. Next on our list is safe, sober activities. So what do y'all think about that?
With the new year coming, guys, I know it's a big, you know, society pressures us to, you know, go out and be these big groups and go hang out with friends. And if you're in recovery, that can be a dangerous situation, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Like you might
Yeah.
not even think because we all know it shows up everywhere,
Everywhere.
literally everywhere. Like
Mhm.
it's inevitable. You're gonna run into it at some point. So you need to be prepared for it. And one of the things I've learned in my recovery court is a big thing is to have an exit plan. All right, if you are going to go to a place that you know maybe isn't going to be, it might have something might pop up, and like I said, it might pop up somewhere you didn't think it was going to pop up. You should still have an exit plan for anywhere. And yes, sometimes you don't want to be rude. You don't want to be like, you know, what are you leaving for? Come on, we just started. And, you know, I mean, you don't want to be rude. So you put yourself in these situations that can endanger your sobriety. So before you go to these places, I think the best thing to do is, like, say, and you might just have to be rude.
Mhm.
You might just, but your sobriety is more important. 100%.
Sobriety first.
Yeah.
Or have somebody with you. You know what I mean?
If they don't-
Somebody
if-
that support you, you know.
If they don't
Somebody's
understand,
got you back.
right.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't understand, then I mean, you can call them tomorrow and explain a little bit better. But the most important thing is get out of there, because if for me anyway, I've made the mistake before. Think I can be around it. Yeah, man, it ain't gonna bother me.
Yeah.
And then it's already over from there. You know what I mean? We already know.
Right.
You know what I
We
mean?
know the end story.
So, like I said, you get around something like that. That's my personal opinion. Is just be rude if you have to. Do the best
Absolutely.
you can to not be rude. You know what I mean? You know where I'm at. You know what I'm going through. I think the best thing for me to do is leave and don't second guess it. Just
Anybody
do it.
that actually cares about you would understand that, I would think, anyway. You know what I mean?
Right.
Anybody that actually cares about your sobriety and what you're going through, I mean, to me, they would understand.
Well, now, Jason, I've had right many people over the years look at me and say, hey, let's go out and drink tonight. They
Well,
don't
then-
know. They don't understand that if I go out and drink with them, bless their hearts, they think that I can have one drink
Yep.
and go home.
Well,
See,
some
I
people
know
can,
me.
though. Some
Yeah,
people
but
can,
I
though.
can't. And see, they don't know that about me,
Yeah,
but
me
I know
either.
that about me. I know that if I go in there and have one drink, honey, it's about to go down for real. I drink till I'm homeless. Like we are going down a whole nother path here. We're gonna go rob. We're gonna go do everything we can to. I can't be normal and drink.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
got a
saying?
point. You
So
got a
they
point.
can't. So no, they might love me and they want what's best for me, but they don't understand that about me. So what I have to do is stand my ground and say, no, sweetheart, I can't go drink with you. Like I can't.
I love you,
I love you,
but I can't do it.
but I'm going to stay
But I
here.
love me more.
And yeah,
There
and
you
so
go.
the last time I actually
That's good.
relapsed was because I was drinking on New Year's, or not New Year's, but on Christmas Eve. I woke up that morning and I was drinking. I already started drinking at like 9, 10 o'clock that morning. Went to Walmart, drinking all day long. I was feeling great. And then there you
Ended
go.
up
There
leaving
was that
something
line
else.
cut on the kitchen or on the bathroom counter.
Yep.
And I thought, man, there it is. I wasn't in my right state of mind anyway because of the drinking.
I could do
And
one.
I did it.
Yep. I get that too.
So there we go. And I've had 6 months of sobriety behind me then. And I had already messed up because of drinking. So now I know it took me a long time to get there to understand I can't drink. I can't drink. That wine tastes so good to me. I love it. I love it. That's what I wanted on Christmas Day. Really, I didn't really want the meth. Really wasn't. It was the wine. I thought, well, I deserve a glass of wine. I need a bottle of wine. My gosh, I'm here by myself. My kids are with their families. I can have some wine. I had to fight it.
Good job.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
Thank you. What about you, baby?
Well, I don't want any wine, and I don't want any drugs. And I'll tell you what, I'm doing good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good that you're able to be there. That's good.
It's something that don't bother me. Alcohol is one thing that it's never bothered me.
But if you
Thank
were,
God.
if you were to go out and be around it though, you think you'd be all right?
Oh yes, most
Yeah.
definitely.
Good.
I've never had a problem with drinking.
Good.
Yeah, that's
So-
good. Now, but if you were at a party or at a family gathering and there it comes around on a mirror, what would you do?
Drugs.
Are you able to walk away?
I feel like yes. I feel like I could walk away.
Would you
I don't
run or
go-
walk?
I probably
Would
run.
you run?
Jump out the window if
I'm
I
running,
had to. Yeah. I know where this is heading. Nope. I'm
I'd
outta
probably
here.
run. Yeah. I mean, because you just got
Yeah.
you have to do what you got to do to stay sober. I mean,
Yeah,
it's about you and your life and what you
Definitely.
want.
yeah.
For me, I would have to just try not to even put myself in that situation.
Yeah, you
because I
can't.
know me. If I see it, 9 out of 10 times I'm doing it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
Even
have
if-
to watch
even if-
the people
even if
that
I
you're
know
with.
somebody-
That's right.
And
Even-
have an exit plan.
There's a person, they don't even have to offer it to me. If I know they got it in their pocket and they're sitting beside me,
Yeah, if you
You
know
know
they
what I
have
mean?
it, yeah.
You got to be stronger. You got to get
Yeah.
stronger. We're going to work on
Yeah.
that with you.
Yeah.
You got to get that strong-willed.
that's why I've cut everybody off because,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Because you know that.
Right.
But we're going to
Right.
work on that. We're going to get that and as together as your new people around you, this is why you're here now, to get that willpower built up.
Well, I mean, it's come a long ways. Don't get me wrong.
Oh,
you know
you're
what I mean?
very
But
you're very much so.
It's just still in the back of my mind. I know.
But we need to get you to the place where you love yourself enough. And I think that's where the gym membership comes into play, where you look yourself in the mirror and you're like, dang, I love me. I don't even
Yeah,
want nothing
absolutely.
bad in my body anymore because I want to live.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's where we have to work now on that next level of sobriety
Yep.
with everybody here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That
Yeah, because I have the tools. I have all the rest to get through it. It's just, you know.
Yeah, it's that
sometimes those
self-love.
yeah,
It's the
definitely,
self-love. You got to
definitely.
self-love yourself.
Definitely.
And you deserve that. And that's something, that's a whole nother level. And
Yep.
that's a level that usually a lot of people get to around the 18-month mark, because that's where the natural dopamine starts coming
Yeah.
back
Yeah, that
slowly.
energy
How
back.
how long are you at now?
14, 15 months.
Well,
You getting there
Like
though.
you're
15
getting there,
months.
baby.
Getting there.
Getting there.
He's got some energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
We pull up on a house, he's ready to roll.
Yeah, I mean, I got plenty of
We
energy.
pull up on the weights. What's he going to do?
That's what I'm talking about. Pull up at the gym.
Gym membership. Time to pump it up. Well, that's all I got. What else on your thing? That's all I got on mine. Uh-oh.
Let's see here. Yeah,
Da-da-da.
we nailed a lot of it. Safe sober activities, trigger warnings, things like that. Like I said, the main thing is just if you know you can't be around it, and you definitely know you can't be around it, dude. Just distance yourself. Like I said, dude, come to Free Indeed. Come with us.
Yeah,
Mhm.
accelerate
You won't have to worry
recovery.
about any of that there. Like I said, you'll get a good meal. You'll be around some good people.
Stay sober.
Stay sober.
Stay sober.
We're probably gonna listen to some music up there tonight.
One day at a
tomorrow
time.
night, and
Tomorrow night, yeah. And one thing I want to do, I do want to say to everybody out there, if you get to a place tomorrow night and you are drinking and you are getting ready to get in that driver's seat and go drive, you need to call. I'll be asleep.
There's too
That
many
number
Ubers.
was-
So we need to call. What's the number?
There's too many Ubers.
What's your number? 540-333-2610. I will make sure that her phone is plugged in her room on that night. So phone calls can come into her, and she will not be going out alone. She will have a guy with her. I might need to get it approved through somebody
I'll go with
with recovery court to make sure that
I'd
you
go
guys
with
can go out. And we need to make sure that you guys are getting home safe, because we are not going to have any accidents here in Page County. Like let's take the proper protocols of getting you
safe.
guys home safe.
let's
Be
start
safe.
the year off right.
Yeah.
I don't,
Be smart.
nobody losing anybody the first day of the year because of drunk driving.
It's
That's
so
just-
unnecessary.
It's so
Yes.
unnecessary.
Yeah.
If anybody needs a ride,
Holler at us.
do whatever, Uber, whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
Please don't drive.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't.
So back over to Angie then. Angie has a daily thing that has we do our daily, like we do Bible study here and there. We do daily prayer, because we all recognize what the Lord's done for us in our life, and it's been a lot. It's been good. And we give the praise to Him, because it's not us, it's Him. And Angie tells stories. When she tells stories in the Bible, she takes us back in time. Like when she tells the stories, I can close my eyes and just think that I'm on a camel in the desert, like with my long, you know what I mean? Like I'm back in time with Jesus, you know what I mean? Because she can go in depth with her stories. She has a beautiful, beautiful talent. What is it? The woman at the well. So it's just so many good things she can tell. So, and she's going to tell that story in the future too. But so many good stories that she can tell. So at the ending, when she's on our broadcast, she's going to tell us some stories and take us back in time. So now we are going to end our episode. I hope you guys enjoyed today, by the way. I hope I didn't
Subscribe
say
and like.
anything to make YouTube take us out, man. Now I'm worrying about that. Like,
No, we
did I
nailed
say
it.
this? Did I say that?
We good.
Gosh. But anyway.
We good.
And names. Hope I didn't offend anybody.
Yeah.
Names, but I said some names. Sorry. And that all runs through my mind of all that. But again, this is real and raw. This is who we are and what we do. But Angie, take us.
Okay. All right. So I was sitting and I was just thinking, and I know when I was in recovery and when I would wake up in the morning, Satan would have me surrounded. So I want to know how many of y'all, as soon as you wake up, you already surrounded. Satan has you surrounded. As soon as your feet hit the floor, you have a million things. It could be that you don't have any dope, you're sick, you might have to go to court. I mean, it could be 50 million things that you have. And I want you to know that, we serve a God that's real, and He's there, and He's big, and that it's many things in life that you can't see. And I got a little story out of the Bible, and I want to share it with you. And it's 2 Kings, chapter 6, verse 15. It starts, and it says, "When the servant of the man of God got up and went out early the next morning, an army with horses and chariots had surrounded the city. 'Oh, no, my lord, what shall we do?' 'Don't be afraid,' the prophet said. 'Those who are with us are more than those who are with them.' Elisha prayed, 'Open his eyes, Lord, so that he may see.' The Lord opened the servant's eyes, and he looked and saw the hills full of horses, chariots, and fire all around Elisha." And the point of that is, the servant didn't see that Jesus was there with help, okay? And so the Elisha prayed, and God opened up his eyes, and he seen these hills just full of horses and chariots and fire and things that was there to protect him. So no matter what you're battling today, God is there, and his army is bigger than Satan's, and he's going to help you. So just call on the name of Jesus and remember that if you can't see it, he's still there. And we'll be praying for you and rooting you on. And just call on Jesus.
That's it, guys.
That was beautiful, Angie.
Yes,
Thank you.
beautiful. Hope everyone has a great day.
Jason,
Remember-
what do they got to do?
Like and subscribe.
There we go.
Like and subscribe.
Once again, thanks, guys, for all your support,
Thank you.
all your comments, all the love you guys sent out. We love you. Anybody needs anything, you know where we're
Let
at.
us know.
Holla, holla.